Alright, what's going on, guys? So, Gears 5. This is way later than the Call of Duty beta impressions, but still I want to do it because I want to just keep on giving out impressions and stuff like that. I call it impressions and thoughts because reviews, there's a lot of more people that are more like smarter than me with the words and all that stuff like that. Like I just like to talk about the game like if I'm talking to a friend. So hopefully you guys like it and and accept my friendship. Now back to it. Gears of War or Gears 5 is an amazing game. It's way better than what I thought it was gonna be. It's still Gears. Like if you really get down to the nitty gritty, it's Gears of War. But it's probably one of the best Gears of War that I've played in a while. A good little minute. The story was there. They really put a real good focus on the story. That's one thing I was worried about. Like, oh, the story's gonna probably be like a little 5-hour story. It's gonna be like whatever. They're not they like because the time frame, like when they made Gears 4 or Gears of War 4, they made that like what, like 2 years ago. So and then we haven't had another Halo. And what I was thinking is that okay, they're doing the revamp. They're doing the God of War treatment, the Halo. That's how it feels. And they just putting out Gears of War, just put it out, just have something big, because that's their probably most likely their second biggest franchise. Probably Forza or something like that. It's probably actually their second, but as in like an action, really exciting game, this is probably their second big blockbuster franchise. So I was figuring, oh, they're just putting it out just to have something, just so they're not at that point where they're just super dry. And I was wrong. They actually put a lot of content into this game, and I didn't play Gears of War 4, or at least the campaign and everything, on PC, but I'm playing this on PC, and wow, what an achievement for Microsoft and the coalition, because the graphics, the optimization, I can run this game. I got a 1080, just a regular 1080, not a TI or anything like that. I got a 1080 inside my rig. It's pretty good graphics card. It's not the best or the top of the line, but it's really good. My friend, one of my friends got a 2080, so he got the beast, the ray tracing beast. So, anyways, I'm with the 1080, and I can run this game at 4K, 60 frames, maxed out everything, with barely any trouble. I say barely any trouble because it sometimes drops down to like 55 to 57 frames every now and then. It wasn't often or anything like that, and this game is a looker, as you can see, or if you go look up any 4K videos, you would see that this game is a looker. It's one of the top looking games of this generation. You sure about this? And I was surprised that I could run it at such a high fidelity. So that's a good thing. That's one of the biggest pluses because I'm a big graphics guy. I love to look at something pretty, like I love to look at pretty graphics. It's just my thing. Gameplay feels like Gears. The Lancer is a whole lot stronger. I don't know if any one of you guys are really into the multiplayer. I am. The Lancer is definitely a viable weapon on multiplayer. It's a really good weapon still on campaign, as it always been. The shotgun, all the weapons feel very balanced, comparing it to any other Gears of War. So that's good. All the new weapons is a welcome. Like we got the new Lancer that's a rocket launcher Lancer or a grenade launcher Lancer. We got the Talon, which is probably the worst new weapon. We finally got a melee weapon, which is it's sort of reminiscent to like when we first got the energy sword to Halo. It took it quite a bit to get a melee weapon in a Gears game, but it's finally here. It does not function like the energy sword, so just because I compared it to it doesn't mean it's like directly comparable, because it does not function like it. It functions. It very much fits into this universe. But there's a couple of other weapons like the claw and stuff like that, which all the new weapons are really good. I can't really like sit here and think about it. I'll get my words all twisted up and it'll take me forever. But all the weapons are good. Now, what I want to see in the next year is probably every single weapon plus a couple of new weapons. Like, you know, we're still missing.
Let's just make sure that happens after we leave.
We're still missing. See, I just can't think of what we're missing, but I know we're missing some weapons because I was talking about it when me and my friend were playing. But anyways, we're missing a couple of weapons from all the other Gears of War, like the like the sawed-off shotgun and stuff like that. Like a bunch of Gears 3 weapons. The one that goes underneath the ground and pops up and blows up instead of the drop shot. We're missing that. I know it's sort of similar to the drop shot, but I don't care. I want every single weapon in. There's no the Hammer and Dawn comes back, but it comes back in campaign. Hopefully we get a multiplayer map with the Hammer and Dawn. The story's really good. I don't really want to give out too many spoilers, but there's a couple of, you have a decision in this game, and I don't know how it's gonna play out. Whether they're gonna have two different stories, or they're just gonna stick to one decision, which I would think they stick to one decision, but you know that could be confusing to a bunch of people. And either way, either decision, I had the feels for it, bro. I had the feels. It's probably when it gets told to other characters is when it really has that feeling. And I'm pretty sure you guys could guess it, or you guys already know what happened. So either way, just let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about that whole multiple choice, or and let me know, who do you guys choose? Who did you guys choose? Because a lot of people were surprised that I chose the guy that I chose. But anyways, as I was saying, gameplay feels amazing. The story's amazing, and the new weapons are amazing. The new game modes, they have escape, which is sort of feels like a strike mission, or yeah, more like a strike mission from like Destiny, where you're going through this you know, this sort of like a mission type thing. So you're going through, you gotta escape a room after you gas it, or escape a facility after you gas it, and make it through. And then you got hard difficulties, so you get to do it like over and over and over. And it feels like a strike because it has that sort of thing to where if you're not strong enough to do it at that difficulty, you have to do it at an easier difficulty and work your way up to the strongest. So that's why it feels like that. Horde mode is back, just as good as ever. I didn't really get much into it. Actually, I didn't even play it at all because I felt like it would be sort of similar to you know, what is it called, Escape, but you know, just in one of the multiplayer maps, and you're not escaping from nothing, it's killing everything. I played Horde. I just figured it's gonna be, you know, same Horde, a couple of new features. I was never a big Horde guy. Now the multiplayer, I'm a big multiplayer guy, and I've been playing it a lot. As I said, everything feels really balanced. The maps are pretty good. I don't have that much of a complaint about any of the maps. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I don't have any complaints. Matter of fact, other than the map selection, like I believe like half of the maps are maps from Gears 4. I don't mind older maps, but give me maps from like Gears 3 or Gears 2. Don't give me maps directly from Gears 4, because this is like, damn, like that doesn't, feels like I'm getting half of the game or half of the multiplayer, or what should be the multiplayer. But anyways, still everything feels great. The gameplay is great. I love the way that they're giving us these certain type of characters. Like we got what's it, Dave Bautista in the game. We got the Halo characters. We got Terminator characters, like the actual T1 series or whatever the heck. I forgot what he's called. And we got Sarah Connor. So that's all cool, and everything is great about the game. The open world areas in the game, they feel good. They don't feel like, you know, it adds like interesting gameplay, like more a little bit to the lore. Not that much more, because it didn't feel like anything that you did as in side missions had any effect like on your understanding about the area. But you know, other than you're getting overrun by the swarm, and that's it. It just feels like, you know, another casualty in the whole war. It didn't feel like, oh, you were learning a little bit about a certain type of lore or anything like that. Like, you learn everything you need to learn just going through the main mission. It's not like if you miss anything, you're gonna miss out on some type of lore, because nobody, like, yeah, you just have to play. And, I think you would understand what I'm trying to say. Because if I continue anymore, I'll be giving out some spoilers, and I just don't want to right now at this moment. So yeah, if you guys are interested in Gears of War, interested in a third-person action shooter, and you want something competitive, Gears of War is definitely your thing. I recommend you guys play the game. It's a great campaign. It has a lot of content in the game. You know, if you're into competitive, it has really good competitive modes. It has a great campaign. It's lengthy. It's not a short, like 5-hour like little campaign that you just beat in like 5-8 hours. It's pretty lengthy. It could take you probably, if you take your time and you do all the side missions, it'll probably take you maybe like a good 15, maybe 18 hours. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.